Hey guys, the Future123 here, and welcome back to episode number 5 of the West Ham United Career Mode. If you guys enjoyed this transfer window, it'd be much appreciated to start off. If you liked the video, to leave a like and subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And as we head into our first squad report of the series, I think I'll do these bi-monthly. I think that seems like a good idea. You know, not too many squad reports, but at the same time we can get a good progression for the team. So we start off here 2 months into the season. And as you see by our team, we have a lot of players progressing. We have some declining like Collins and other players like that. But most of our team is doing pretty well right now. We made another signing last episode in Elvedi on a loan deal. But other than that, I'm very happy with my squad so far. You know, the signings we made, Dimitri Payet's fallen, which is really annoying considering he's, started off the season very well. And I think this year in FIFA 17, they really reverted back to the old system, like FIFA 13-14 career mode, where the older players just started degressing very quickly. And I think there's a patch coming out in the next few days. I hope they fix that, but I don't really think it's a priority for them. But I just think they need to fine tune it a little, because Payet's still playing at his best. As you've seen this past season in real life, he's 29, 30 years old, and he's still playing great. Like, he's in his prime right now. So I'm kind of shocked to see him decrease in the rating, but what can you do? It's FIFA after all. So heading to the first game of this episode, we're going to be playing against Watford. So on the back of our three games, we got 2 wins and a draw, which is a very good start to the season. Overall, I've been playing very well in every single one of these games. We played a cup game in the last episode as well. But in this episode, we head off in the first game of the Premier League, and the only game of the Premier League in this episode. And then we'll play our first game in the Europa League, and then finally another match in the EFL Cup. But Watford, of course, last year started off the season very well. I think in the top half after the first half of the season, but really fell off towards the end of the season. They survived the Premier League after first season of promotion, but the second half definitely was not very good for not very good for Watford. But they're still a pretty decent side. They have some good players. Made some pretty good transfers as well. Brought in Roberto Pereira in real life, and also in this game brought in Guilherme from the Russian league. I think it is the Brazilian keeper. And as you see by Watford's team, playing a 5 at the back, so not a conventional formation that we see in the Premier League. So this might be a tough match to break through Watford's defense, but I still think we can get a good result in front of our home fans. Just the second game, I think this is, at the Olympic Stadium. So hopefully we can come out with a good performance, come out with the win. If you guys remember, in real life, this match ended with a 4-2 loss to West Ham. So hopefully we're not going to be conceding that many goals. But to start off, a good chance comes in from the cross. Good cross from Payet. But Kiate's header just goes wide. And from the free kick here from about 25 yards, Payet on it, sizing it up, trying to go for the shot. It hits off the wall, comes off to Noble, who finishes it past the keeper. A really lucky goal there from us. And the skipper makes it 1-0. That's the first goal of the season from Noble, but this was just a very lucky goal. The ball hit off, the free kick hit off the wall and came straight to Noble. He just had to run onto it. But a good volley, nonetheless. It might have been a lucky deflection, but he still needed some technique to finish it past the keeper. Made it 1-0, and a very good start just about 10 minutes into the game. And here now a chance for us as Kiate puts a good tackle in. Holebas wins it back, but gives it up stupidly. It comes to Cancelo. Cancelo plays a great ball into Sturridge. Sturridge plays it back into Cancelo, who slides in on the attack. It makes it 2-0 just before halftime. Scoring in injury time is always good. We really, just ended, Watford the worst possible time to concede a goal for them. But we got the goal with Cancelo there bursting forward, getting his first goal in a West Ham jersey. A great pass in from Cancelo, and then a good pass across the goal into Sturridge. He had to run onto it, but Cancelo got there, slid it past, got it past Britos, who came in for the block. But instead it goes into the back of the net. So a very good start. At halftime, we're up 2-0. Playing very well right now in these beginning stages of the season. It'll progressively get harder, obviously, but you know, it's still good to see that we're starting off the season strong, especially because in real life, West Ham are, you know, kind of struggling. They're starting to pick it up in real life in the Premier League, but still, and definitely in the beginning stages, they weren't playing as well. So going to the second half, as you see Watford making a change, it wasn't just working for them. They weren't creating any chances on the attack, and as you see how now Okaka trying to create a chance for Watford, they win the ball back off from cheap deflection. It comes into Igalo, and he's trying to replicate his form from last season as he finished it past Adriano. Really, you know, no chance for the keeper there, as you know, made it low and powerful. As you see, it took a lucky deflection off, but you know, we had luck in our first goal as well, so you can't say anything about that. But a good finish at the near post makes it 2-1, and you know, game on for Watford now. But a chance out for us here for Gulli, trying to finish off the game. A great back heel from Kiatu, plays in Pyatt. Pyatt gets around the defenders, goes to the shot. Sturridge gets in the way and blocks it, and then the follow-up shot goes out for a goal kick. And here now Ayu on the left-hand side finds Masuaku, who I played for this match. The cross comes in, they head it away, and eventually comes out to Ayu. Ayu plays a great ball into Noble. Noble on the bounce goes for the volley, and that would have been a great finish there. But it just goes wide and out for a goal kick. And here now Zaza on as a sub finds Noble. Noble finds Lanzini, great ball inside, gets around the defender, goes to the shot with that low shot, but Guilherme makes a good save. And we had a lot of chances in the second half to get something, but ultimately it ends with a 2-1 win. Very good result from us. You know, we definitely didn't play as well in the second half. We weren't as clinical, but we came away with the result. That's good to see. Reece Oxford is also playing in for the injured Winston Reid. You know, even though I have some other backups that can play in that position, I thought, you know, let's just give the young guy his chance. And if he keeps on performing like he has been, he could, you know, stay in the starting lineup. But a very good result. So now heading in and to the following game here, we have some stuff to attend to. First, we have the scout report from England. So we look at some players, and I feel like the scouting this year has actually improved a lot. There's a lot more higher potential, higher overall players as well. So we got a few of those from England. We'll see how they turn out in the future. And going through some player training, Byram almost at a 75 overall, just, you know, 1 point away from getting to that rating, which is good to see. Cancelo improving, Oxford also improving, which is good. And as you see by our schedule, our next game here is on Thursday against Spartak Moscow. I'm really happy that we didn't have to play on a Saturday or Sunday in the Premier League, because it's just, you know, it's just a hassle. That's why no one likes playing in the Europa League. But we got to rest. We play next week in the EFL Cup, so that meant we could start a pretty strong side here in Russia against Spartak. But they're, you know, decent side. They have some pretty good players. Mainly, you know, Quincy Promes, who's played well in the past few seasons there. I'm really surprised he hasn't moved on to some other country where he can, you know, keep improving. And you know, he would definitely be a good acquisition to any you know, decent side in their respective leagues. But as you see by our lineup, a pretty strong one. I made a few changes. Zaza comes in, as you know, he's just been performing in the past few games. Maybe not in the last game when he came in as a sub, but he definitely has been banging in the goals for us. So I decided to give him a Europa League start here. I think I also made some other changes. Yes, I did. As a Nordtveit comes in for Oxford, just to add some more experience. Antonio comes in, who's, you know, been playing well off the bench. And I think I put in Obiang. I'm not exactly too sure about that. But I think Pedro Obiang went in, but don't quote me on that as I look through the team. Yeah, I think he went in. Sorry about that. But a very strong team still. So hopefully we can come out with a good result. It'll be a difficult match, you know, in Russia. You know, any team that, you know, is struggling always struggles in these matches, but I still think we can pull a good result. But the first chance here comes with Spartak. Fernando on the ball, tried looking for an option, but instead goes to the shot and puts it wide of the target and out for a goal kick. And here now Promes, the danger man for Spartak Moscow. Good playing by them, and it comes into Luis, who gets past the defender. Adrian makes a good save, and then Cresswell pretty much just kicks it into the back of the net for them. Eventually, I think it goes down as an own goal, but just calamity in the box there. And as you see Zay Luis celebrating, you'll see him a lot of times doing that throughout this match. But the ball comes in here. Just Adrian couldn't get a hand on it, and as he was going to pick it up, Cresswell pretty much falls over him, hits the ball into the back of the net, makes it 1-0. Just the worst possible start you could have in the 18th minute, I think that is, which is not good to see. So we're going to have to pick it up here. We want to get at least a good result in this match. But he now Promo's down the right-hand side. Really throughout the whole match, just going after Cresswell. And another chance for Moscow, and they put it in with Zé Luis getting over the head of Cancelo, and he puts it past the keeper, gets actual goal this time with the celebration, but a good cross in. Cancelo just got out-jumped there by Luis, who puts it past Adrian, over his head, and that makes it 2-0. So we started off the game the worst possible start for us, and we really need to pick it up before this, before the second half starts, because this game can be over, if we don't get anything. But a great chance here, right from kickoff. Fuguli gets around his defenders, plays in Zaza. Zaza off the first time doesn't finish it, but gets a good rebound, falls right back to him, and finishes it past the keeper, makes it 2-1, and game on again. So Fuguli cuts inside, nice ball inside to Zaza, goes to the first time finish, but the keeper parries it back out, right to Zaza, who this time, after the second try, puts it into the corner and makes it 2-1. So it's still game on. We definitely weren't playing as well in this match, but a good chance here, again, as Antonio down the left-hand side, cuts around his defender, plays across, and Zaza tries to chest it down, and I think eventually the keeper punches it away. And now it goes out for the corner. Payet putting it into a dangerous area. The header comes in, but it goes right to the goalkeeper. But as you see, the referee awards a penalty for this. I actually don't know what happened. I think this might be a handball. Because I think this happened exactly in the last episode, if you guys remember, where it showed this cutscene of just zooming in on the crowd. So I'm not really too sure, why that penalty was awarded. But we got to step with the Payet, put it away, and we do just so with, actually, we didn't. Payet put it in the right-hand corner, didn't work out. It was saved by the keeper, and now we try to get another chance as the cross comes in. It comes back out, but we play it back out again with Cancelo, who keeps hold of the ball after the tackle, plays in Noble. Noble trying to find some players, loses the ball off here from the defender, but wins it back off, goes inside, finds Payet. Payet gets around the defender with a great turn, goes to the shot, and Payet, off of the second try now from a further distance than the penalty, gets a goal, makes it 2-2. Good to see with that dab there. And, I was really frustrated after missing that penalty. Obviously, the penalties this year are a little harder, and, you need to get a little more acclimated to them. But this time Payet actually finishes it around the penalty spot, but this time with a better finish, puts it past the keeper, makes it 2-2. And, good to see us back in the game for this second half. So as you see, the first half ends. Very poor start, but we picked it up towards the end, and, carrying the momentum in the second half. Hopefully we can get maybe a goal and hold it out and get our first, European match with some points. But, this is a very difficult match. Spartak and Moscow are actually playing very well. Zé Luis was just dangerous throughout the whole game. And a chance now from them as they play a long ball forward. Cancelo with the chest down, but it comes right to Zé Luis, who goes to the volley off the first time, but it gets saved by Adrian. And here now Moscow pressuring again. Luis going for another shot, and he was just out-muscling everyone on the team. He was playing so well. And now another cross comes in, but Adrian punches it away. And he was just their danger man throughout the whole game, even though Promise was their best player. Zé Luis just came out balling this game, and another chance is Luis getting across, but his header just goes wide. And now I think it's Luis getting played inside again, and this time he finishes it past the keeper in the 81st minute, makes it 3-2 for Spartak. And, it was just a bad ending. In the second half, it was really tense, both sides with a few chances, but finally the breakthrough came in the 81st minute as the ball came inside. And, they knew who they were going to find. They found Luis there, first time finish across the keeper, low and powerful, made it 3-2, a good finish by him. And it looks like we're going to be coming out this match with no points. But, as the first half showed, we still had a chance to get back in this game. And a good chance is Carroll finds Kiate. Kiate plays back in Carroll off the bench. Carroll gets around his defender, goes around goal, goes to the shot. It deflects, takes the deflection, and it goes out for a corner. And here now the goalkeeper up. The cross comes in, and we look for Carroll, our target man, and he put it just wide of the target. A great chance there to level the score. And now final chance of this game, as Carroll gets the ball, goes to another shot, a great save by the keeper, and Cancelo can't get control of it. That was his problem throughout the whole game. He just kept on losing possession off of those first touches. But poor result from us. We the second half wasn't that bad, but if we just didn't give up those 2 goals in the beginning of the game, it would have been a different story. But instead, we come out with our first match in the Europa League with no points. And, it's not the hardest group. We definitely need to pick it up in the next match. Probably those first stringers aren't going to even be playing in that game, as we'll have some Premier League fixtures. But hopefully in the next one we can pick it up. I'm not really too sure who we're playing. I think in our group we have Genk, Spartak Moscow. I forgot the last team, sorry about that, but I know we definitely have Genk, so maybe we'll be playing them in the next episode or the episode after. But as you see there, Byram moving up to 75 overall, which is good to see, and he'll actually be playing in this match against Crystal Palace here, away from home at Selhurst Park. So this is a little London derby, I guess, even though we're going to be resting our full side here, as this is an EFL Cup game. I still want to get the win, for that London pride. Crystal Palace, obviously another London team. And as you see by our lineup, made 11 changes to the side. Ariza Balaga came in goal. Defense fully changed. As I said, Byram came in. Masuaku Elvedi played alongside Reece Oxford. I think actually Reece Oxford played in midfield. So Elvedi played alongside Nordtveit. And then in the midfield we had Oxford and I think it was Obiang. Lowton makes his first start at left wing. At right mid, we had Gökhan Töre and then Lanzini in behind the striker, which was Jonathan Cleary. So even though it was a reserve side, you could say, we still had a good side going to this match. Really hoping, to see some players perform like Mbappe Lowton, see, what he's made of. He's definitely a fast and pacey player. So hopefully he can go down those wings, probably against Joel Ward, and cause some havoc. Also, Caleri maybe can get a goal or something in this game. And, Elvedi as well, our new signing, to see how he performs. But the first chance here comes to us as Elvedi actually plays a poor pass out. It comes off to Yohan Cabaye, who plays a great ball inside, but a great save by Ariza Balaga there. Great reactions, and the Spaniard puts it out. And eventually I think it gets cleared away. And here now Lowton getting around his defender with some nice dribbling. Plays in Masuaku. Plays it back into Lowton. Lowton getting around his defenders. Dribbling on through. And the defender takes him down there. That's Damian Delaney. And the referee awards another penalty. So 2 penalties in this episode. Delaney gets a booking as well. And, Lowton was actually causing a lot of problems on the left-hand side with his pace. Can't catch up with the slow Crystal Palace defense. And Delaney takes him down with the slide challenge. Late tackle. Lowton falls to the ground. And Lanzini steps up. Hopefully in the second penalty of this episode we can convert. Takes a step back. Sizes up his options, and what a great penalty. Puts it into the left corner. No chance for the keeper there, Mandanda, who's a very good player. And makes it 1-0. And Crystal Palace were starting, a full-strength team in this game. So they weren't, they weren't taking any chances, but we still made the breakthrough before the second half. Here as Lanzini put it past the keeper, just a great finish. Hit the top net, as you saw there, and makes it 1-0. A good start to the game. And overall, I was very comfortable with this team. I felt like we were playing better with this team than against Moscow just a few days ago on Thursday. But, overall, you're playing very well this match. And another chance here as Ward down the right-hand side. Plays into Flamini, who loses out. Then it comes to Lanzini. Lanzini finds Töre. Töre finds Cleary down the right-hand side. Cuts inside with a great move. Goes for the shot, but Mandanda hits it away, and it goes out for a corner. And, Steve had a lot of saves to do in this match. And the cross coming in here comes to Masuaku, who has a great chance. Mandanda comes out, can't get to it, but Masuaku just puts it over the bar and out for a corner. And here now the cross coming in. It comes to Remy. The ball gets headed a couple of times, and it comes to Townsend, who goes for the bicycle, the audacious attempt, but goes just wide of the target. That would have been a great goal for Crystal Palace to get back in this game. But here now another chance, Cleary going for the shot, but again Mandanda coming out with a good save. And without him, Crystal Palace could have been 2-3-0 down. And from the corner, he catches it easily, and that'll end off the first half. But overall, it's just a great first half. We were actually dominating this match, and, as I said, Crystal Palace were playing a strong team. They had a lot of good players starting. Mandanda, obviously, in goal, is a great keeper, experienced. And going to the second half, I just moved Oxford back to center back. I really don't know why, just to test him out, I guess, in both positions. Nordtveit can play in center midfield as well. So, I have a lot of versatility in the center back midfield area. But now in the second half, Antonio getting around his defender down the left-hand side, goes to the shot, but a good, Mandanda was just saving those low shots throughout the game. But a chance from the corner now. The cross comes in. Toure with the, I don't know actually why Antonio's taking it, but Toure with the header goes right to Mandanda. But a great pass inside to Antonio. Antonio with another low shot. Gets saved by Mandanda, but similarly to the goal that we scored with Zaza against Watford. No, sorry. Zaza against Moscow. It comes right back to Antonio, who this time finishes it at the second attempt. Makes it 2-0 and pretty much wraps up the game for us. Finishes it past the keeper, and I actually didn't know they added this celebration in the game, but as you saw there, Antonio did the Simpsons celebration. That was funny to see. So he does it right in front of the advertisement for it. His legs go through it, I guess, but makes it 2-0, and that pretty much wrapped up the game for us. They're playing very well throughout, and as you see, the match ends here. No really chances happened at the end, and we come away with the victory and progress on, I think, to the round of round of 16. I'm not exactly sure about it. We'll see in the next episode probably who we go up against. But overall, good episode. We didn't perform in the European competitions, but we'll be slowly improving throughout this group stage. And I'm pretty sure we can come out, through the group stage and into the knockout rounds later in the season. But as you see here, we're going to have some fixture congestions in the next episode. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, it'd be much appreciated if you left a like and subscribe. As you see here, it was really weird. We already have 2 games less than most opponents, but we're still in 5th place, which is good to see. But other than that, have a good day.